So something you don't see me talk about much on my channel is how I clean my PCs. Well, usually every 6 months to a year, you probably want to take your whole PC outside. Occasionally, you do want to do a deep clean on it where I actually disassemble everything on my PC and clean all the fan blades and the motherboard. You're using Q-tips, you're using alcohol, you're using all kinds of stuff. So, but with that aside, about every 6 months to a year, you probably want to clean your PC, blow out all the dust that's making it overheat, potentially overheating, and not to mention just making it look much better by blowing all that nasty dust out. Especially if you're keeping it on the floor, that's where it's going to collect the most most dust. When you have it up high on a shelf, it's going to collect a little less because all the dust, settles. So, if you want to learn more about that, I have a couple of options here that I want to discuss. I've had this one for over a year now, and I just got another one. I want to compare them and show you a couple of options in case you're wondering what you can use out there. Now, there are many more options. You can choose what you want, but these are the two that I have right now. So if you want to learn a little bit more about these, don't go anywhere. Stick around. All right, so let's get to it. This first option here is Svinka. It's S-V-I-N-K-A-L. And this one comes with a couple of attachments. They are quick attachments. This one just got the little bristles on it, so you can get into, for instance, like a keyboard, and you can kind of not use this as a duster, but when it's hooked up, you can kind of do this as a duster and get all that dust loose so it can blow away from, for instance, like a keyboard. The other option it does come with, it comes with a little spot you can kind of put it in here. It's for storage because you can't actually really pull the trigger to get this thing spinning to clean anything with that in there. So this has to be out. I got a little piece of dust falling there. But you can switch this one out for this model, or this attachment, which is just, it's a little bit more of a condensed orifice or hole. So you're going to have a little bit more pressure that's going to come out of that area when it's a smaller hole. This has a 1-speed, and there's 2 ways to activate this. You can do a long press and hold, and then you have to keep your hand or your finger on it, because when you release it, it's going to shut off. Your second option is to do a double press. Excuse me, still sick. You can do a double press, and that will activate it, and it'll stay on until you press it again. So you can actually release your finger and do what you want with it. So for an example, if you hold it down, and then you release, it stops. A double press, and then release, and then trigger it again, and it will stop. So this also has a micro USB port in the back. So it comes with one cable. You get a micro USB. Why they didn't have this in Type C, I don't know. This might have been available years ago, but it's got a Type A on the other side. So you can just plug it into your computer or one of your power strips or something like for your cell phone and get this to charge. This on the back of it, it's the input voltage is a 5 volt. The input current is 2 amp. Output power 40 watts. The battery is a 6,000 milliamp hour. It's got a lithium 18650 made in China. So there are the details right there. Now, if I go over to Amazon here, and just kind of read off. This on Amazon for the one that I purchased says a 6600 milliamp hour. This only says 6000, so there's a discrepancy there. It also says power rating of 100 on here. So unless they updated this, now there's two versions. There's like an A version and B version, but they have the exact same specifications. It's got a brushless motor. And the blowing air force, or the blowing force, is 0.98 through 1.16. And the noise is less than 70 dB. So that's this model. It's been pretty good, and it served me pretty well. One thing I do want to talk about is like when you have your fan in your PC and you're blowing it all over the place, don't worry too much about spinning it up fast briefly. Now, you don't want to keep it going at an RPM that it's not designed for, not for any kind of voltages going back through the line into the PC. Don't worry about that. That's been pretty much debunked. But as far as just the bearing and what this is rated for, I wouldn't keep it going at an RPM. Let's say this is rated for 1500 RPM. This thing's going to spin it a lot faster than 1500 RPM. So if it goes double or triple that speed, I wouldn't keep it at that forever. Now, if you're worried about that, any of those situations, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can stick a little, piece of wood or a little screwdriver in there just to keep it from spinning. Put your hand right on it. And that's the other way. So you can do that. Otherwise, when you get it going, it may or may not get past that RPM that this is rated for. So that's to clean any kind of fans. Anything else within the PC, you don't have to worry about. Now, our second option here. Now, before I get into this guy, if I'm doing a whole case like this, I may actually use my battery-powered leaf blower that I have down in my garage, and I can just take the whole PC outside and blow it all out quickly. And then use this for some of the finer things, getting in between the fans and around cables and stuff like that. This one is made by AirRoki. So this is just the package that it comes in, nothing special. This one, the power rating is a 90 watt versus it said 100 watt, but this one says 40. I'm probably going by the sticker on that where it says 40. So this has got a higher power rating. Still a 5, the input is still 5 volts, 2 amp, so it's the same there. Let's see, this is a 3-speed. And there was something else that I wanted to mention about this one. Let's see here. This one, I do not know the max RPM on this. I was trying to look that up. I did not find it. This one has a 100,000 RPM. This one for the blowing force is a 1.41 through 2.82. So almost in a way, it's more than double. Even the strongest on that one. This is a 3-speed. I think I said that. It's got 8,000 recharges, which I think this one has something like 10,000. This one is also a 6,000 milliamp hour. It's got a 30-minute continuous run time on this one. 3-hour charge, and this one comes with a Type-C to Type-C charging cable. So if you're on what they call Gear 1 or Speed 1, you get a max of 30 minutes. If you're on Speed 2, you get a max of 20 minutes. If you're on Speed 3, 10 minutes. But 10 minutes is all you really need. Now, when we get to the accessories, this comes with a funky bag that I'll probably never use, just for storage. You got your Type-C to Type-C charging cable. And we also have some instructions and just how to do stuff. You really don't need those too much. We have the same type style bristle cleaning. This is actually bigger. You can actually see it. Well, actually, it's actually same size, but it got a little damaged in shipping, like it got flattened out. But these kind of different size, so they're not interchangeable. We have this style tip. I've seen those a lot on vacuums. I don't know what they call them. I don't know what the tips are called. Actually, I thought they did have... Anyway, you have this style where it comes up here and it blows out and it goes 2 different directions. I think there's something that it's called, but I can't remember what it's called. Let's see, what else do we have? We have just an adapter. And then we have a tight orifice or hole one there. This one works pretty good. I've tried this out once. I want to see how it works. Now this one, aesthetically, it looks kind of nice. It's kind of the black, white, and orange, almost like PK colors. So this one doesn't, or okay, it does just go in that one. I forget how all these hook up. So that one goes in there. This one can go in there. So it kind of looks like that. It's nice and short. This one goes in there, and then you can, I thought you could put these adapters on. Okay, I guess you could do that. But it's kind of funny that this one doesn't fit. Okay, does this fit? This one doesn't fit. And this one doesn't fit. So this adapter is kind of strange, but it's only for this, just to get another 1.5 inches. It's kind of weird. Yep, that one fits in there. And the other ones fit. So when we're doing this, this one has to be held down. So you have to hold it down. It's going to make a liar out of me. Oh, you don't have to hold it down. Thought you had to hold it down. So once, speed 1, push it again, speed 2, speed 3, and then off. You do get a little indicator back here and a little LED light. So this one does have a little bit more power than the other one. You can see them in comparison in size. This one's kind of nice to just quick. It's nice and like it fits nice in the hand. I mean, not that I think this fits nicer in the hand, but this one is more powerful. I mean, it's not like that really matters that much, but yeah, I got these two, and they do a pretty good job. I'll show you. Let's just take. Now this one has a lot of blowing force, so let's take this guy. Now, I'm not going to do this crazy here, but I got a. I got to pull this out the back. Okay, so we're not going to do that. I got to clean these. I got to clean this whole PC, but I'm going to do this gently. Now this is sitting up kind of high. But look at this. Look how dirty that is. I hope you can see it. I don't know if the camera is actually picking that up, but where each of the fans actually lay. Now, when you blow these out, you want to blow. So if the air is going this way and it's sucking the particles in and the particles are laying on top of this, you want to turn this around and blow that direction as much as you can. Now, I'm going to do this quick. I'm not going to create a lot of dust. But this is on its low setting. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I don't know if you can hear me talk, but that's what you'd be looking at for doing a PC with all your filters in it. And then you can take the front panel off and get it outside. Get it outside somewhere. I'm just demonstrating that quick because I don't want to bring the camera stuff outside. But I got to bring this whole PC outside, blow it all out, take all the filters out, and get it cleaned up. So, I think that's about it that I want to talk about for this. Again, you can take these, you can put the bristle one on, and you can clean your keyboard. And you can really get down in there. And I think this one's going to look pretty nice. It's decoration. No. I think these are pretty good options here. Now, they make a ton of different options. Some are corded, where you have to plug in the wall. I don't like those because it's not very portable. Or you got to stretch out, you know, a cord pretty far. And I'm not impressed with that. Although you don't have to recharge it. So it's kind of, you know, preference, right? What you want to use is totally up to you. I'm not going to, I wouldn't judge it. It's, you know, however you clean it out, just make sure your PC stays clean. But anyway, I just wanted to show these and demonstrate these and how these are used, where this one's got 1 speed, 2 ways of turning it on. This one's got 3 speeds, but only 1 way of turning it on and 1 click each time that you want to change speeds. They both have, I don't see too much advantage over the slightly smaller one, but this one's got more air force. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what this one is going to do for me over the time. So again, I haven't really used it. I just tested it out for myself. I did a demonstration for you, and that's it. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. If you like any one of these, I'll leave them down in the description down below, and you can go ahead and check those out if you want. Otherwise, feel free to leave a comment down below. I will get back to you if the comment requires a comment back, or a response, I should say. If you don't see it posted or a answer right away, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for me to review that comment, approve the comment, post it, and respond to it. So, but other than that, give this thing a thumbs up and a little bit of support for me. And if you'd like that, want to see more videos like this, I like doing the reviews. I think they're kind of neat, kind of fun. You can't always build a computer because it takes a lot of money. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but you know, just a budget PC is going to cost you $500 to $700. So, and you know, this thing was at the time, you know, $4,400. So it takes a lot of money to build computers. So that's why you know, you don't see them all the time on my channel. So just keep that in mind. In case you're wondering when the next build is, I don't know. I do have a sort of a build coming up. It's not something that's new, but I do kind of have a build of my own. It's with parts I already have, and it's already in a PC, but I'm just going to be kind of switching out the case and cleaning it up and using it for down in my garage. So I will have that video coming up soon. I'm trying to actually pick out a case that I want, so I'm still undecided on that. But if you're looking for a video on that, that will be one of the next few that are coming up. So, other than that, share this with your family and friends, and until next time, guys, take care.